You know, I went to the bank yesterday and they broke their previous record for servicing the customers.
Fast or slow?
Slow wasn't the word for it. It was more like paralysis.
Ugh, I know what you mean. I've been through it myself, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, you know, one of the managers passed by and I asked her if any of the bank's property was for sale.
What was on your mind?
To build a house on it so I'd have something to live in while I was waiting for the next teller.
I know. I've seen some of the tellers, and you would have had plenty of time to build it.
Well, then I started thinking, what if I don't live long enough to see the next teller? So I asked the manager if the bank had a burial plot.
So what did the manager say about all of this?
Well, she started apologizing to me about the long wait that I had, and I said, lady, this isn't a wait, it's a standing marathon.
Was it that bad?
Are you kidding? The guy in front of me was already collecting Social Security, and he was only 26 when he got there.
They must have a lot of birthday parties in that bank.
Yeah, and I told the lady that in another 5 minutes she was going to have to put the entire line on the payroll and write him out a check for the week.
Well, did you ever get to see the teller?
Yeah, I finally got to see the teller and conduct my tremendous transaction of asking for $1.50 worth of dimes.
That's not much of a transaction. What did they say?
No, the teller actually asked me what I wanted to do with them. I said, lady, I roll them and I get $5 for them from my restaurant. But by now they're probably only worth 5 cents together.
What did she say?
That's what she said, but this reminds me of another joke of talking about people being asleep on a job. This is a true story, as a matter of fact. It actually happened to Rodney Dangerfield. He was in a restaurant, my friend happened to be there, and he noticed that Rodney Dangerfield, maybe he was on some kind of medication, but he was sitting there at the table with a bowl of soup in front of him, and he kept falling asleep, and his face kept falling into the soup. So my friend comes by, and he walks up past him, and he says, "Now I know why you don't get no respect." So this woke Dangerfield up, and he goes to eat his soup, and he notices doesn't have a spoon. So he flags the waiter over, and asks him if he can get him something for the soup. The waiter says, "Sure." You know what he does? He comes back with a snorkel. Okay, time for another limerick again, so here goes. Now the love of my life is so sweet, she gets kissed from her head to her feet. Yes, I've had the same wife throughout my whole life, and she never found out where we meet. Thank you for dropping by.